Hello, everybody. My name is Dan or CavemanFilms, and today I just watched Willy's Wonderland. Now, why does that matter? Well, I wanted to tell you guys what I thought about it because, we got a bit of an overlap between my audience and the Willy's Wonderland crowd. So I thought that, hey, I do FNAF stuff, I do MNAF, and speaking of which, come join me tomorrow at 5 p.m. Central Time. We're going to do a watch party for MNAF where we watch all the nights up until the 7th night, which will then premiere after we watch night 6. So hopefully you guys can join. It's just on this channel. Just come check it out. So anyway, I thought that because, I do lots of FNAF stuff, why not review the movie about FNAF? And I thought I was going to hate it because what I thought they were going to do, and I didn't watch any of the trailers. I saw little bits of the first one, I think. So I guess I did see a little smidgen of a lie, but I don't remember much of it. I thought it was going to be like a faithful, we made not Five Nights at Freddy's by, moving a few things here and there, but then we were going to play everything else exactly the same way. Like it's an actual horror, people are actually afraid of the animatronics. And I guess technically that still kind of happens in Willy's Wonderland, but not the main character. And that's what you're thinking of when you're thinking of like Five Nights at Freddy's, because the whole power dynamic in Five Nights at Freddy's is you're this weak person who has literally no weapons. You're just trapped in a room, and all you can do to not die is see them coming and cower in fear as you try to close the door on them. That's it, right? So I thought that's what the movie was going to be about, but no, because some smart gigabrain, super thousands IQ man was like, let's get someone with the personality of Doom Guy, put them in the same situation and see how that works. Spoiler alert, everyone dies. So it's great. It's really good. The funniest thing about it is that the character is played by Nick Cage, and Nick Cage is the best part of the entire movie. And yeah, I mean, Nick Cage is a good actor, but he's for every national treasure, you've got Wicker Man. So yeah, it was weird though, because anytime they weren't showing Nick Cage on the screen, I wanted more Nick Cage, and that's a good sign. The movie is very, very tongue-in-cheek about the entire situation. All the other characters are like basically these heavily flanderized stereotype, oh, I'm the jock, or I'm the level-headed person that's like, oh no, this is dangerous, I don't want to be down here. And then you've got Nick Cage. And Nick Cage, again, he's just this immovable wall. And the animatronics try to get get under his skin. Doesn't work. The dude's like, he has no emotion. And he's just really funny. There's another running gag throughout the entire movie, kind of like doing a pace. So if there's like a gameplay loop, I guess that would be it when the break time goes off. He has like a timer on his watch. So like he'll be in the middle of like fighting, like beating the freaking crap out of an animatronic, and his watch will beep and he'll stop whatever he's doing, go to the kitchen, pour himself like a soda, drink it, and play some pinball until his watch goes back off. So it's really funny because there's this one point in the movie, he is literally saving someone while his watch goes off. And he like looks at his watch, he looks at the girl who's like down on the floor. She just got like choked out by this like lizard animatronic, and he just hands her a knife, and like he doesn't say anything, but you can tell he's like, it's not my problem right now, I'm on break. And he just goes and walks off and goes into the break room and goes on break again. It's super funny. The plot itself is basically, hey, we took FNAF, and then we like kind of moved things here and there. But it works out. Like it's not like going to win any awards or anything, but the backstory makes enough sense. It's basically a bunch of purple guys, a bunch of serial killers, all end up like migrating and working at Willy's Wonderland. They're like all friends. There's like an inner circle of murderers, and they've got this like super secret fun time room where they like drag in their victims, treat them to like a birthday party, and then murder them. And eventually the police catch word of them, obviously. But they're too late. By the time the police have busted in, all of the murderers have become, well, they committed a demonic suicide ritual. So they've all killed themselves, and then their spirits possess the animatronics, who then will go out at night and claim victims. So the town makes basically a deal with the animatronics where if we bring you a victim, will you please not go into town and murder us? And apparently the animatronics agreed. I don't really know, but like this cop lady, the sheriff lady, she's adamant that it works. Like she's like, "Oh no, Nick Cage, you can't leave the building. You are a sacrifice. That's how we survive." And of course, like Nick Cage he doesn't care. He's just there for his job. He just wants to get his car fixed and get out of there, because they put down like a spike strip, and then his car drove over it. All his tires got ripped up. And then the pretense to get him to work is like, "Hey, we're going to repair your car. That's about $1,000. We only take money. Oh, you don't have money on you? Well, okay, I guess we can make things work. We need you to work at Willy's Wonderland and like clean it up for the night. And if you can survive the night, well, not survive the night, but make it until, they don't want to say survive the night, because why would you not be able to survive a night at a restaurant? But if you can make it until tomorrow morning, the car is yours. You're free to go." So that's the whole plot. It's just Nick Cage trapped in a restaurant, beating the crap out of animatronics as he cleans it up. And he does a phenomenal job. He is so deadpan. His movements are not natural. It's great. Like he just he'll do an about face. It's really good. Like an animatronic would like lunge at him, and Nick Cage will just be like, and like punch it in the face, and then like the animatronic stunned, obviously, like, what the heck, this guy just punched me, and then he'll just turn around and go on with his business. He's just going back to cleaning. It was super fun. It was again, you turn your brain off. Your brain don't need work in this. It's just Nick Cage beating up animatronic. And he's the best character, because the rest of the characters kind of suck. I think I might have spoke about them a little earlier, but they're all like super tropey. And there's this one group where it's this guy and his girlfriend, and they win the Darwin Award. They know that the animatronics are haunted, do kill people, and are there. And yet they decide not only to go, they decide to go pork one out in the super happy fun room where they murder everybody. And while they're in the midst of lovemaking, literally one of them sees the animatronic in the corner of the room. They're like, we should probably stop. And the guy's like, "Nah, give him a show. So obviously they're dead." Like, I think by the end of the movie, everyone you wanted to die dies, including the animatronics and including the people. But you don't feel bad for them, because they kind of deserve it. Like, a few people are just like casualties. Like, one guy's just standing there, gets stabbed in the chest, and he didn't do anything. I think he might have had like 3 lines in the entire movie. So like, I'm not attached to that. But yeah, no, it's a good movie. The weird part is, because I just brought up the porking scene, I don't know who the target demographic is, because when I think of the Five Nights at Freddy fan base, no offense to anyone watching that's older, the target demo's like about 10 to like 13. It's kind of like the pre-teenish kind of, bit. And obviously there's kids that are younger that watch it, and there's people that, are older that play it and watch it too. But like, I feel like that's like who they sell the merch to, like all the Chica plushes and all that kind of stuff. I wouldn't be comfortable bringing like my little brother, if I had one, to this movie until he was like at least 14. Because there's F-bombs for no reason. Like they curse, which is fine. I didn't mind it, but like, for anyone who's watching this being like, "Oh, my kid likes Five Nights at Freddy's, can I go watch this with him?" You can, but just like be on the lookout, because like, people drop F-bombs. Like I said, there's that whole boning scene. You don't see anything besides movement. Like, you see them doing the acts, but you don't, they're clothed for the most part. It's just very gory. It's just like a tongue-in-cheek like horror movie, but like they inverted it so the serial killer's the guy that's the victim. And it's good, but I just don't know who it's for. Like, I would feel like I'm the target demographic because, I'm old enough to not really worry about any of the violence or the language or the, sexual content. But I have to admit, I feel like the movie would be better if there wasn't any of the teenagers in it. Like, if it was just Nick Cage, full on Rambo mode, beating the crap out of animatronics for an hour, it would be my dream movie. But those kids showing up, they suck. I hated them. They were my least favorite part, and they kind of took down some of the movie. It makes sense, because like, you need to have victims to show how murdery the animatronics are. The animatronics designs are really nice. Like, I'm pretty sure they're mostly practical effects. I think I saw one or two like kind of iffy CGI things when like the animatronics were moving in a like unnatural way. Um, but yeah, no, it was good. It was definitely good. If I had to give it a rating, and I'm not like a freaking movie reviewer. I'd probably give it like a 7 out of 10, a low 7 out of 10. Maybe like if I was going to do on 100, it'd be like a 67 or 68. Um, because it was a really entertaining movie, but it wasn't a movie that was like made to like be a cinematic masterpiece. It was just designed to be, hey, everybody, let's go watch this and laugh at it and just enjoy Nick Cage beating the crap out of animatronics. And for that, it did a great job. So yeah, that's basically my opinion of Willy's Wonderland. If you guys have seen it, let me know in the comments, and I'll read them. I'll talk to you guys later. See ya.